pivot.
friend.
Yeah. Pivot just so that your voice is going to project.
Can't
this
hear
way,
you.
because they don't really can hear you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You do it.
I just want to tell everybody that I'm going to visit Leo very much. He was a good friend of mine. I've known him for about 7 or 8 years. And I can remember we used to sit out in the back of Corpus Christi. I would come up to him and say hi to him. And he would just have a big smile on his face. And I just wanted, I'm going to miss him so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan.
Yes, I knew your brother, but I knew everybody else. I knew his Uncle Blue. I did it for him. If he could read through it.
Need help? Help her. Help her. Read it.
Leo was always there for you when you needed help. So many people knew him as Leo. I knew him as Uncle Blue. You will be missed, his loved ones, street family, and biker family, the 81s. We miss you, Leo, aka Blue, and will always be in our hearts and never forgotten. Once a biker, always a biker.
But, you know, here's my uncle, who I could love.
Yeah. Thanks, Kate or Ash or someone. Okay, let's get you in.
Help her.
Let's get you in.
Help her during chair. It'll be okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to say? Stand up, let her be rest, and then help her. Just have what you have to say.
For a second before we have people come up.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I was an EMT in California from 2012 to 2015 with AMR at Riverside University Health at the medical center. I was there with Leo the entire time through the call. My friend Roy came out and got me, and we did CPR perfectly on him. He was completely blue when I got there. We had perfusion, we had Narcan. A lot of people think it was an OD, but I don't know if that's what triggered it, but it wasn't that killed him. He had electrical activity in his heart, and his heart muscle just wouldn't work. There was no pulse. He just wasn't coming back. It was his time. He was ready to go. So I can tell you that for sure, that it was his heart that took him and not drugs.
No, you're right.
I think it was important for you guys to know that. I was there with the fire department when they asked staff and everybody else to leave. I stayed in the room and worked with this number 5 station here. All the way through to time of death at 10:45, I was there. They were professionals. They did everything. If it was anything else, we would have brought him back. His heart was gone, and it was time to go. And we miss him, and I love him, and I remember him sitting out back at Corpus, and the advice he'd give to these young guys, man, I'm too old to fight. You know, here's another way to handle it. Just be cool about it. Just be cool, you know. And that was him, man. He was just cool all the time. And we loved him, and we miss him, but we'll see him again.
That's something I'd like to say about Leo, unless someone else would like to go. And,
Go ahead and project your screen.
my name's
Project.
Kate. For people who know me, I work at Interfaith. I am Kate. Yeah, getting that call was literally some of the worst news ever because I knew Leo from when I was like a service learner from a year and a half ago to now. Leo was one of the first guests that made me feel seen. And not like I was an idiot who didn't know how to spell his last name when I checked him in because I still don't know how to spell his last name. That is not the point. But Leo is just someone who could make you feel very special, and I really will miss him. I wore my rings for him today because I was so jealous of his. And he was always like, well, you know, I'm gonna go in like 10 minutes, I'll let you have him. And I'm like, you can't go yet. Stop it. So I just wanted to say that he was dearly missed. He was very loved. He was surrounded by people who cared about him. And something that I thought was unique about Leo was that he was kind of a collector of things. He was literally like a crow. Every day he would come in with a new trinket. I don't know where he got it. He doesn't make jewelry. I don't know how he does it, but he was the guy with all of the stuff. And I had something of Leo's I wanted to return to the family. So I hope that this can bring you some peace, knowing you have a little trinket, because Leo was always so generous with his, and I wanted you to know that. So thank you for letting me speak. I appreciate you guys.
Hi, my name is Sunny. Leo is my dad. He took me under his wing immediately and loved me unconditionally. He was there throughout everything. And it's a privilege to be in front of you guys. I wish I knew you guys more. So we can be closer to him. Him and I would our thing was rocks. We collect rocks together and stones. I have multiple heart-shaped rocks that he would give me every time he saw me. And I promised that we made each other. We were going to get a metal detector, and we were going to start testing. And I had one on hand this summer, and he just got so sick. It didn't work out. So I do want this summer coming up, in his honor, I would like to get a metal detector and invite everyone to treasure hunting or rock hunting. And maybe we can do that this summer in his name. I don't know if it's
We're on it, yes, absolutely.
That'd be awesome. But thank you for letting me come up there. I love you guys.
Thank you.
I can't make it up there easily, but I just want to say one thing. I didn't know him very long. I just started getting to know him back April of last year. But, you know, every time I ever needed somebody to talk to, Lee was there. He and I had three things in common: was the music, the books, and the rocks. Like she said, he loved rocks, and one of his rings, he admired mine. He always said, joke with me and say, well, when I pass on, I'll give you the rest, give you some of mine so you can fill them out, you know, and look like me. And he had a great sense of humor. He knew how to make you laugh even when you were down, you know. He was ornery, and that was one of his best qualities, I think, whenever I got to talk to him and spend time with him. I didn't get enough time. I think it would have been nice if he could have been able to stick around a lot longer. And I love him as a good friend, even though I didn't get as many times as I wanted to hang out with him.
And I didn't see, I only, this one guy had imitated him, and I thought, you know, he was like a really nice guy, and he was really friendly, and I wish I would have got to know him better to be a better friend, to have a better friend. And I want to have better friends. I'm here with everybody. Because, you know, I've had it really rough in my life, so. And Leo was always there for me to help, so.
Remember, everybody, he's saying it, it's the truth. We will see him on the other side.
Right.
So, if you didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Leo, you'll be able to say hello to Leo. The day will come.
See you on the